Hey guys, this is Kami Ken, and I don't think I've awakened my art style yet. Because I watch so much anime and use anime terms to describe things, what I mean by awaken is my art style isn't there yet. Meaning, I don't feel like it's as self-expressive as it could be. It's not pushing boundaries. It's not pushing limits. It's sort of what one comment described it as safe, and I was just like, I have felt that for so long, and I totally agree. When I read that comment, I was just like, okay, yeah, yep, I understand. Because I've been holding myself back, it's like I've had a self-filter on my art for so long, and to the point where I don't even know what I would express it as, or what would happen if I took that filter off. I'd probably draw maybe more sexual stuff, maybe some tits, maybe some boobs, maybe some ass, possibly. It's just I've always had that thought of like, oh, my parents are watching, so I can't draw how I want or make my art how it should be. And it's not necessarily that it has to go in a sexual direction, just a direction that looks more like it's a free expression. Like, I want to be able to draw more cringe stuff, or give myself more freedom to be cringe rather than safely drawing stuff that I know or that I think is interesting or would be cool. Like, I have to be more willing to put myself out on a limb. And I always admired, but I would always be jealous of artists who are able to do that with their stuff. Like, I've seen some people who, after just getting on Twitter or after just getting on Instagram, they post for a little while, but because their art is so niche and so specific, and they understand themselves and their audience, and the internet itself and the nature of the internet, they instantly overtake my level of followers or whatever, because they just know what the internet wants and they're giving it to them, and they figured out, okay, yeah, I like to draw this, and this is what I'm going to draw, and people like to see it. And it's like, how'd you even figure that out? Like, you're only, 20? You're 18, and you already know how to do that? Like, dang. I'm still struggling trying to figure out, what do people even like? And my art's not even at that. It's like, I know skill-wise how to draw and basically, all the basics and the fundamentals, but my art's not there yet. And I always thought, I haven't always thought this, but in the back of my mind, I always thought, maybe I shouldn't be that, jealous or envious of them, because maybe what it took to get to that level of art, get to that style of drawing, was a lot of hardship and a lot of bad situations with parents and whatnot, and things that would push them to be on the internet more often, or to be more sexual, or have a more expressive self online in the past and going forward. Whereas in my situation, I just went to church a lot as a kid, and that's part of what maybe holds me back in terms of what I want to put out as an artist, because I'm just like, oh man, I don't want to show my old church teachers what I'm drawing now. They'll be really mad at me, stuff like that, where I don't want to draw certain things or certain subject matter, because it's like, oh, what if they're all watching, and my mom wants to recommend me to her friends, but she can't because I'm drawing titties and drawing ass and stuff. She's gonna be like, I can't even show you to my friends. And it's like, I'm an adult. I shouldn't even I shouldn't even care about that. Like, I'm almost 30, dude. Like, I should just be drawing how I want or what I want at this point. I shouldn't even be like worried about all that stuff. But it's just this limiter at the back of my mind that's been holding me back a little bit. And it's not only just that. Like, I saw a little video about Hirohiko Araki, the creator of JoJo. I saw his old art style before he finally figured it out with JoJo, like where he finally, like where he went to, I think it was Italy or Rome or something like that, where he was like looking at the statues and finally figured out his art style, what he wanted to emulate and what he wanted to draw going forward. And that's where his style awakened. That's where his style turned on, and he was just like, okay, this is what I want to draw. And that's what people responded to, because he was finally being himself and drawing how he wanted to. It was the same with this other creator, Shinichi Sakamoto, who was drawing what he thought the mainstream wanted and what he thought would sell for so many years, until one day he came out with a manga called The Climber, a manga that was so insanely crazy looking and realistic looking that it's like he just awakened and put all his energy and effort into making it look how he wanted it to look, not how he thought the world wanted it to look. He just went out on a limb and put all into it. And I was just like, okay, this is what I need to do, but why isn't it clicking with me? Why isn't it getting there? And I think this is a topic I'll discuss in one of my upcoming videos called like reaching versus awakening or something like that, where I talk about like how there's going to be a period where you're reaching for your style, where your style is not quite there yet, and then one day you finally figure out something, you have whatever epiphany you need to have to where your style is starting to click with people, and you finally, like that post that blows up on Instagram or Twitter, that you finally hit that style where it's like, oh, okay, now I understand it now, and people are like, oh yeah, I like this, I like what you're creating, I like what you're doing here. So I'm gonna make a video about that, and I will talk to you in the next one. My books, Air Rider High School Hero number 1 and 2, are available in the link in the description. You can also read them for free when you sign up to my email list. We have 170 something members. Feel free to join and get free updates on my latest work, Saintly. It's a demon chase horror comedy about 2 girls who get into some demonic hijinks when one of them has to pay back a loan from a demon. So I will keep y'all updated about that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.